next we will go to properties of these compounds. Properties of haloalkenes and haloarenes. In properties, first we will take physical properties. Physical properties. Now the state of these substances, then the first you will state is all the lower halides are gaseous, that is methyl chloride, methyl bromide, ethyl chloride, etc. They are gaseous in state, and when you go to higher haloalkanes they become liquids and again they become waxy solids where melting point is very low. So this is the state of the substance. And when you come to the interactive force, that is force of attraction between the molecules, we studied that in polar molecules. In non-polar molecules, what is the attractive force between the molecules? It is the London force of attraction, isn't it? Which is very weak. That was present in hydrocarbons. Last year we have studied hydrocarbon. Between hydrocarbons, there is weak van der Waals force of attraction, that is this London force of attraction. That is why they are, almost all of them are gases, and even though they are liquids, they have very low melting point, they are highly volatile in nature, and even they are solids, they have very low melting point. But when you come to haloalkanes, what happens is, I told you, the carbon-halogen bond is slightly polar in nature because halogen is more electronegative. Since halogen is more electronegative, the carbon-halogen bond is slightly polar in nature. Since it is polar in nature, there is a dipole-dipole interactive force between the haloalkanes. In addition to the dispersion force, there is dipole-dipole interactive force also between the haloalkanes. So, haloalkanes have higher boiling point than the hydrocarbons. They have higher boiling. When you compare, whatever you will have to do in physical properties, we do comparison with the other, that is the already studied compounds. We have already studied in last year. The compound is this one, hydrocarbon. So we are comparing the physical properties of haloalkanes with hydrocarbons. So their boiling points are much lower than the haloalkanes, because in haloalkanes there is a weak dipole-dipole interactive force in addition to the London force of attraction. Now when you come to this one, again the force of attraction increases when size of the molecule increases, isn't it? Dispersion force. So if you take the iodides, will have the higher boiling points than bromides, then chlorides, because chlorides and then fluorides, that is the order, fluorides, because the iodides having the largest size. So when size increases, the boiling point also will increase. So iodides will be having the highest boiling point, and the order will be like this. Understood? Now when you come to the branched isomers, for example, butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2I or Br. This is normal bromobutane. Then CH3, CH3, CHBr. This is isomeric bromobutane. Then I will write one more, CH3, Br. Three halides I have written, they are isomeric, isn't it? All of them are having 4 carbon atoms. So they are isomeric. But among these isomers, which will be having the highest boiling point? The first one is having the highest boiling point, because as branching increases, I told you last year we have studied, as branching increases, the molecule gets a spherical shape, and what happens is the interactive force of attraction will decrease, and this will be having the highest boiling point. So as branching increases, boiling point will decrease. So among isomeric haloalkanes, the normal haloalkanes, which is not having any branch, that will be having the highest boiling point. Understood? Now when you come to the haloarenes, and substituted haloarenes, if there is ortho dichloro, para dichloro and meta dichloro, ortho, meta and para dichloro benzenes, the highest boiling point will be that of the para derivative. The highest boiling point will be that of the para derivative, because the para derivative is having a symmetrical structure, so it fits into crystal lattice, and whatever may be the first, this one, if it is orthochlorotoluene, metachlorotoluene and parachlorotoluene, then also parachlorotoluene will have the highest boiling point, because they have a symmetrical structure and they fits into the solid lattice, crystal lattice, very effectively. Therefore, this will have the highest boiling point or melting point. They are solids, almost these are solids, so they will have, first to talk about this one, melting point. They have the highest melting point. This is the melting and boiling point. Now next physical property is solubility. We studied hydrocarbons are highly insoluble in water because they are non-polar. They cannot make any hydrogen bonding with the water. So all the hydrocarbons were insoluble in water. But when you come to this haloalkanes and arenes, they are sparingly soluble in water. Means very small quantity only can dissolve in water. The reason is they cannot break cannot break the hydrogen bonding between water. See, if a substance has to dissolve in water, the thing is they will have to break the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules. They will have to break the interactive force between water and the new interactive force between the dissolved substance, that is solute and water molecule, is to be formed. And if the new interactive force between the solute and water molecule is stronger, then more energy will be released. That energy can compensate the energy required for breaking the bond between or interactive force between the solute particles and the water molecules, that is hydrogen bonding. But here the new interactive force, that is interactive force between haloalkane and water is not that strong. So that energy released cannot compensate the energy required to break the interactive force between water molecules, that is hydrogen bonding, which is very strong. Understood? So haloalkanes cannot dissolve in water highly. They are very sparingly soluble. That sparing solubility is due to the dipolar nature. Understood? That only very little quantity can be dissolved. That is why their solution appears to be turbid in nature. The haloalkanes, the solution in water is always turbid in nature because they cannot dissolve in water, since the hydrogen bonding between water molecule is very strong and they cannot break this hydrogen bonding. Understood? So haloalkanes and haloarenes, when you come to haloarenes, they are insoluble actually. Only haloalkanes are sparingly soluble. So this is about the physical properties.